When you want to charge the battery, you can simply take it out of the unit by pressing in there, and it coming out. Putting it back and simply reversal of that. Push it in and it clicks in position. To pair the remote control to the machine, simply twist the red switch till you hear the click. Come over to the machine, turn the ignition key clockwise till the lights come on the screen. Then on the back, on the left hand side of the remote, press and hold the button until you hear a beep. To start the machine, make sure that firstly the remote control is level in your hands. Don't turn it upside down, otherwise it won't work. Press this button here. Start the engine. Once you're finished using the machine, turn the revs down on here. Press this button on here to kill the machine. Once you've done that, come over to the ignition and switch off. Moving the machine about. To move the machine forwards and back, it's this one here. Going forward and back. To move the machine left and right is here. Controlling the engine RPM is on here. This one for up and this one for down. You've got a gear change switch which is on here. You've got 1 and 2. I would recommend cutting, so keep it on 1, and tracking to where you want to cut 2. This button here controls the machine direction. When the switch is in the up position, the joystick will operate normally. When the switch is in the down position, the controls of the joystick will be inverted. This one here is a speed potentiometer. This potentiometer regulates the maximum speed of the machine from 0 to 100%. The potentiometer setting chosen will depend on the various work conditions that the operator will come across and should always ensure maximum control over the machine. Steering bias control. This potentiometer enables the direction of travel to be compensated when working on a steep side slope. Turn the potentiometer to the right or left to correct the path of the machine. Raising and lowering the lifter. The height of the equipment attached to the lifter can be adjusted using the right-hand joystick. Move the joystick forwards to lower the equipment. Move the joystick backwards to raise the equipment. Floating and suspension function. This switch allows you to activate 2 functions that are specific for the lifter. The suspension function, which can be activated by moving the switch foot downwards, and the floating function, which can be enabled by pushing the switch upwards. Both functions are disabled when the switch is in its central position. The suspension function, once enabled, allows the lifter to almost completely compensate for the weight of the equipment attached to the machine in order to allow for easier movements and manoeuvres, ensuring reduced impact of the tool on the ground. Please ignore the auxiliary switch here. This has no function on this machine. This switch here activates the guard selector. Up opens, down closes. This switch here controls the direction of the rotor. Pulling it down is clockwise, pushing it up is anti-clockwise, and the one next to it adjusts the speed of the RPM of the rotor itself. Anti-clockwise direction of rotation of the forestry head rotor. This direction of rotation is recommended for cutting brushwood, branches and bushes. It is used for coarse work in this case. The material that is cut or lifted from the ground could be easily ejected towards the back of the machine. In this case, the work is carried out from the front bonnet open to tackle any material. For finishing work and shredding, it is recommended to close the front bonnet and to reverse the direction of the rotation. To determine the direction of rotation of the rotor, look at the forestry head in the direction indicated by the white arrow, while to determine the working direction, look at the forestry head in the side and what the equipment is attached. Only press the emergency stop button on top of the machine in an extreme emergency. Don't do it just to cut the machine out normally, as this will spike the ECU.